Hi everybody, I'm Luca Menni from World Heritage Voyage, and first of all, for me it's a real pleasure to thank you for the attention and to the participation of at this webinar dedicated at Puccini World Festival, the exclusive event which will be in Lucca the next October 2017. First of all, before presenting the festival, few words concerning our organization. Voyage is the brand of travels of Natural Voyage tour operator and DMC located in Lucca, which is specialized in thematic packages in Italy and the world. Now, we are here at your attention to present the most important event in Lucca for the 2017, the Puccini World Festival, an exclusive event that will be held here and to be presented in the best way is, for me, is a real pleasure and honor to introduce the maestro Andrea Colombini, which is the founder and the artistic director of the Puccini World Festival. I immediately give the word to Andrea, who present the festival and the high value of this event.
Thank you very much indeed, Luca. You're very kind. Good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here, to have this wonderful opportunity to present the Puccini World Festival. It's going to be held in Lucca, the city of Giacomo Puccini, the fantastic city in Tuscany where Giacomo Puccini was born in 1858. You know, Puccini is famous all over the world because he's the most performed operatic composer ever. And he's extremely popular, and he was born in the city, in Lucca. And it is very strange because in spite of the fact that he was born here, he basically lived here a very limited space of time because due to his fantastic life, which was very flamboyant, because he was a very flamboyant character, he decided to live elsewhere. He lived 19 kilometers from Lucca in a place called Torre del Lago, a place where he had his villa built and where he spent more than 30 years of his life because he was not very much appreciated by the local establishment of Lucca, his native city. So he preferred to live, as I told you, somewhere else. But he came to Lucca as much as he could because he loved the city. He didn't like the people living in the city, but he loved the city itself. And Lucca is still full of the atmosphere which enchanted Giacomo Puccini so much during his life. He came back to Lucca as much as he could, but he never stayed overnight because he always preferred to come back to the villa in Torre del Lago. Only 19 kilometers off. Nowadays it's going to be 15 minutes. And at that time it was 3.5 hours by car. But it was a very short distance nonetheless. Lucca is famous for Giacomo Puccini, and Giacomo Puccini is strictly connected to Lucca. Created this great festival, which gathers a huge quantity of fantastic artists which are going to perform the music of Giacomo Puccini. We have a lot of soloists, among them great internationally renowned sopranos and tenors, among them Francesca Patanè and Silvana Froli and Stefano Cresci and Nicola Simone Mugnaini and many others. We have our Philharmonic Orchestra, our festival choir, and we have the orchestra of La Scala coming as guest orchestra with the presence of the pianist Antonio Di Cristofano and performing the music of George Gershwin and Giacomo Puccini in the same concert. And then we have this wonderful new staging of La Bohème, definitely the greatest masterwork by Giacomo Puccini, staged by me in cooperation with the Teatro del Giglio in Lucca, the theater of Giacomo Puccini, with the wonderful sceneries of the Teatro del Giglio, and with my direction and my conducting. So I will have the privilege of creating my own bohème, and the entire festival will be filmed by Sky International, and it will be part of a documentary called Puccini's Passion, Andrea Colombini, me, and Giacomo Puccini, documentary which is going to be distributed all over the world from the month of December 2017, but furthermore, broadcast by Sky International all over the world from the month of January 2018. It is definitely a very exclusive event, wonderful performers, great music, and an event Giacomo Puccini with the city of Lucca, with the theater of the city of Lucca, with the interpreters, many of them coming from the city of Lucca. So an original performance of Giacomo Puccini is definitely granted, especially for La Bohème, which is going to have also the great and new customs by the Fondazione Cerratelli in Pisa, the most important custom supplier for theaters and opera houses in Italy and Europe. So we are very pleased they're going to produce wonderful new costumes for our performances. What more? It is a great occasion to listen to the music of Giacomo Puccini, the most distinguished voice in Italy, performed by great singers, wonderful orchestra, and then the Orchestra of La Scala. So not only an occasion of music, but also an occasion of good food and tradition and drinks. Also because there'll be many collateral events connected to to food and wine, which are going to complete this great offer. An exclusive festival, not for everybody, only 3 days, but 3 days full of music and full of food, full of drinks. And what else? The only thing you have to do is coming to this wonderful and exclusive event, because it is going to be something grand. Also, the presence of Sky International is going to give us the great mark of quality, and we are very proud of that. And the 2 further editions of 2018 and 2019 that we have already programmed. In 2018 we are going to perform Tosca as the main opera, and in 2019 we are going to perform Turandot with the cooperation of the great company, but I won't say the name now. Well, this festival has now established itself as the most important Puccini attraction, not only in Lucca or in Italy, but all over the world, in the name of Giacomo Puccini, in the city of Giacomo Puccini. And now the word goes back to Luca, because Luca is going to give you all the details about this great event. Luca,
thank you very much, Andrea, for your presentation.
Thank you.
And after your speech, we would like to put your attention on our packages. But before, we would like to say one important thing, that the packages that we have created with the cooperation of the festival and the World Heritage Voyage are available only using our offices of the festival or our agency. Apart from that, now we would like to introduce the packages we have created for this very nice event. Now, please have a bit of patience that I link the slides. Here we are to introduce packages and tours of Puccini World Festival 2017. 2 words about the feelings that we have had and to be inspired to create the packages. We follow the Puccini's philosophy of bien vivre. Puccini loved many things in his life. He loves Lucca, he loves arts, but he loves also good wine and good foods. And for this reason, we create specific packages to follow this aim, these feelings of Giacomo Puccini. And we start from Lucca. As Andrea said before, is the town where Puccini was born. It's a very nice small town located in the northern part of Tuscany, between Pisa and Florence. It is very famous for its great and monumental walls, surrounds the city center, and in the city center is the location of the Puccini World Festival, the historical Teatro del Giglio. As Andrea said before, Puccini loved and lived in Torre del Lago, Puccini, where he had a beautiful villa just in front of the lake of Massachucoli, where he lived for many years and where he met his friends. He go for fishing, for hunting, having good dinners and speaking with friends, and where, above all, he composed all his operas. But Puccini is an artist and also loved art too. And in our packages, we can discover the main highlights of Tuscany arts. Example, in Florence, visiting Uffizi and Accademia galleries full of Renaissance masterpieces, and or visiting Pisa with the fantastic Piazza dei Miracoli, the famous Miracles Square, and the most photographed Leaning Tower, one of the most important monuments in Italy. And the last but not least, the love of Puccini for wine and good cuisine. And for wine lovers, we have created and organized an unforgettable experience to discover the main important in Tuscany, visiting Chianti, Montalcino, Bolgheri, and Maremma regions to discover and taste wines in Tuscany paired with delicious food in prestigious restaurants. After this little and short introduction of the feelings of the packages, we would like to point the attention of our 3 best packages that we have created with Andrea and Puccini World Festival. The first one is obviously Puccini World Festival Patron Package. Becoming a patron of the Puccini World Festival means to have the entrance to the all events connected to 3 days of festival. So, 4 musical events. So at the beginning, the opening concert of October, the gala performance of La Bohème, of the new performing opera of La Bohème, and the special matinee orchestra of La Scala concert, and the closing gala concert at the end of the festival. They are linked, and the festival will complete with other collateral events dedicated to wine and food. So you can participate to the champagne welcome reception on the 6th of October. On the 7th of October, after the performance of La Bohème, you participate to the gala dinner, and you at the end of the concert of the 8th of October, you will participate at the buffet supper Puccini and Porcini. And this is the package specific dedicated to whom want the entrance of this exclusive event. For others who needs all other services, we create a second package that we called Puccini World Festival and Top Experience, with the stay in nice properties in Lucca. Of course, these 4 days and 3 nights package include the content of Puccini World Festival Patron Package. And the strengths of this package are the 3 overnights in spectacular properties in Lucca. It includes also the transfer, and it includes the visit of Giacomo Puccini places, starting from Lucca, visiting Villa Puccini in Torre del Lago, and make a nice excursion on the Massaciuccoli Lake by boat. On this lake, Giacomo Puccini passed a lot of time with his friend hunting and fishing. We conclude the description of our best packages with the third one, the over-the-top, we can say, about the packages, the Puccini World Festival and Wine Tour. You see directly how rich is this package. I want only underline the strength of this over-the-top experience to discover Puccini lands and the best Tuscany wines and foods. So I can underline and put your attention on the experience of tasting of top Chianti wines in Fonterutoli, or having a Brunello di Montalcino tasting at Castello Banfi, tasting Ornellaia wine experience. Ornellaia, as you know, is one of the super Tuscan top Bolgheri region wine. Going to the south of Tuscany, we taste the Maremma region wines and the Bolgheri region wines in Andana and in Tenuta dell'Argentiera, which is located in Bolgheri region wines. At the end, we conclude our experience with a delicious dinner and wine food experience at La Trattoria di Enrico Bartolini, new and young chef, which he has a 1-star Michelin rate. Some other words connected with the packages. You see all the packages that we have created on our website, worldheritagevoyage.com. For each package, we reserved a commission of 20% or a discount of 20% if you prefer net rates. Of course, we are at your disposal to create specific package and customizing our packages. How to book the packages? Simply connected with us by email, by phone, or using our website. Now I have concluded, and we have ended this slide. Sorry, I have a question from the chat. Typical food. Someone has asked to us to say what the typical food in Lucca. Well, Andrea, what is your typical preferred
favorite food? No, well, in Lucca, definitely, especially in October, what we have to consider that everything will be based upon mushrooms, especially. Yeah. So wild mushrooms, what we call porcini, will be definitely the kings of every dinner or lunch or whatever. We have pasta. We have the famous stuffed pasta, which is called tortelli, which is pasta stuffed with meat and with lovely meat sauce, which is going to be a very, very heavy. Then we have wonderful meat in Lucca. Then we have fish cod, which is so typical of the area. Then we have a fantastic bean sauce with rice, with spelt actually, which is called farro. Absolutely fantastic. And this is the typical food from Lucca. But of course, it won't be the only food which is going to be served in these days. But definitely mushrooms and, and all the other classical things will be served alongside other things which are more international. But definitely the taste of Lucca will be present.
And don't forget the good wines of Lucca and Monte Carlo.
Definitely
wine
so.
And red wine, white and red wine.
Yes, of course. But we will also have wines from Chianti area, and we are going to have wines from the area of Maremma and Bolgheri. So we are going to have a complete array of Tuscany wines from Lucca to Grosseto and Maremma.
So to participate World Festival packages, it's a real experience for your customer. That's all. We hope to have presented in the correct way, in the best way for you, present Puccini World Festival 2017 as a very nice experience for your customer. We are at your disposal from now to receive your question, and we hope your reservation.
And now it is just a question of music, and so we do hope to do our job at the very best. But I'm sure the quality of the festival, also for this year, which is the opening year, but also for the next 2 years, which are going to be equally important, is going to be the utmost quality of music in Italy. And that's the most important thing. Fundamental, definitely. Yeah. And in the name of Giacomo Puccini, we are going to do most exclusive and the highest quality event in Italy for the entire year running. So we are very pleased, and we do hope to see you in October at the Puccini World Festival.
So we thank you for your attention. Best regard. See you soon. Viva Lucca.
And viva Giacomo Puccini, of course. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.